Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, but especially the cooperators. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Matter of fact, just do that. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Dave, what's going on? Maureen, how are you? Good morning. Tony, good afternoon. Salvatore, what's up? Eric, what's good, man? How have you been? So we're going to talk about a lot of things. I want to give some shout outs real quick. And I'm going to let you know exactly what I have planned for the future, for the shows that I'm going to be dropping. There's a lot of content. It's like I can drop a video every hour for the next forever. So I want to give a big shout out to Larry Rolla. He has a podcast called Against All Odds. Go check that out. It's really good. He tells some really good stories. Go check out his podcast, Larry Rolla. And then we got Tommy Stiggs, Tommy Stiggs Social Club. Shout out to Tommy Stiggs. Full Green Light, what's going on? Yaz, what's going on? Sandra. I've noticed a lot of mob guys do business with black males, but has any mob guys ever had a black mom? Probably. There's a story I'm going to tell you guys at a further date. You probably won't believe it, but it has to do with that. So I want to give a shout out to Tommy Stiggs. Go check out his show, Tommy Stiggs. Oh, Sandra? Is it Sandra? Not Sandra. Oh, Sonda. Sonda? I'm bad at pronouncing names. Sonda. Is that how you say it? Sonda? There's no N. Soda. Seda? I don't know. Maybe you could come on here and pronounce your name for me. Shout out to Tommy Stiggs Social Club. Go subscribe to Tommy Stiggs. Craig Gatto, The Reality Report. Go check out his channel. He's got some really good interviews too. And I want to give a special shout out to Chad Marks from Blood on the Razor Wire TV. I was watching his live last night. I was grocery shopping and he was hitting me up. And shout out to Blood on the Razor Wire TV. He's got some really good content, stuff that you're not expecting to see. He brings you things that other people just can't. He had he had someone who was locked up with the guy who stabbed Officer Chauvin or whatever his name is, the one that killed George Floyd. He had someone on there that was locked up with him. Tommy, what's going on? How are you? Saudi? Oh, is that how you say it? Sauda. I don't know. It's an odd name. Different. I want to give a shout out to Stevie Bullets. Go check out Stevie Bullets. He has a documentary that's going to be coming out soon. And then we got Chris Curtis, Dark Side, or Orange County, The Dark Side. Go check out his book. It's really good. It starts off like heart-stopping things. It's pretty good book. So we got a lot of things going on. There's craziness going on in the news, and we're going to go over one story real quick before we get into business. So I'm going to show you a video. Now check this out. This comes from Arlington, Virginia. This is insane. So the police were at this house to do a raid, right? They were, the guy in the house was wanted for something. I don't really know the whole background, but he was wanted. The police are outside the house. They surrounded the house. They have all these cars. You can see them out there. And watch what happens next. So the guy was barricaded in the house, and I don't know exactly what happened, but the house exploded and it's disintegrated into nothing. So check this video out. It's insane. And that's right near the Capitol. It's right near DC, Arlington, Virginia. It's right next to DC. So, like, what's really going on down there? Shit is crazy. Sonda. Sonda? Is that how you say it? Sonda? I'm Sicilian and I have dated a few black girls, so I'm sure others have. It's coming from Salvatore. I dated a black girl before. When is part 3 coming out? Guess what? Part 3 is out already. Go check it out. It's on members only. You can only see it there first. If you guys want to see content first, then go over to the membership. It costs $2.99, I think. And you could see the videos first. I pop them there first, and then I release them so everyone else can see. But they're always there first. So if you guys want to see them first, just go check them out. Eric says, on Norwegian, everyone thinks I'm Italian for some reason. Maybe it's the look back here with the tracksuit. The tracksuit could probably have something to do with it. Slick back hair and a tracksuit with a gold cross. And you probably wear the little horn too, right? Maybe you tried to escape in an electric vehicle. Could be. Maybe who knows what happened here? I know the guy was wanted. He was barricaded in the house. And this is what happened. That's wild.
Holy fucking shit!
Get the fuck out of here! Oh!
Praying for everyone involved. Hopefully no one got really hurt during that. And hopefully just a suspect blew himself away, right? But anyway, maybe it could be Salvatore. Who knows? That's insane. Go up with flames and shit. Damn you, Staxx. Hey, you got to do something like that, right? Leave them hanging and then have them go over to part 3. Part 3 is there already. I uploaded it last night, so you guys can check it out. So today, we're going to talk about the cooperators. Now, like I said before, I'm not a mob guy, never was, never will be, don't claim to be. I'm not a gangster. I'm just someone who got sober and decided to do something different with my life. And now I do podcasts and I'm involved with some films and some other things. So you guys will see as it progresses. But shout out to everyone who's been supporting me from day one. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're out there struggling with drug addiction, just know it's not over. Don't throw in the towel. Don't continue to live that life if that's not where you want to be. I used to feel like, hey, it's my life. I'll do what I want. And I thought like I just wanted to do that, you know? So I got a whole bunch of them coming, Salvatore. There's a lot of content. I got hours and hours of interviews with Bobby. Shout out to Bobby. So if you're out there struggling with drug addiction, just know it's not over. Just give yourself a chance and know this. The misery of being involved with drugs and running the streets and doing crazy shit, that will always be there. You can try to get sober, and if you don't like it, go back to the bullshit. But I guarantee you're going to like it. Because it's a great life. And I wouldn't change my life for nothing. And I wouldn't trade with anyone not for any amount of money or any of that. I am really happy where I'm at in life. And shout out to everyone that supports me from day one. But anyway, let's get to the matter at hand. Now, why are we here? Because of the cooperators. So the reason why I even expose these cooperators and, make fun of them here and there is because they claim that they changed their life, right? But clearly they say one thing and they do another. It's really hypocrisy. And that's what I'm exposing. I'm exposing the hypocrisy of these guys. And I don't give a shit. If you don't like what I do, start your own podcast and do your own shit. But I'm never going to stop doing what I do. Okay, so let's get to today's video.
So, were you shot or stabbed along the way?
No. They tried to kill me twice. One time in my house with a machine gun in my bedroom. A rifle.
Oh, that's too bad.
MAC-10. Put it all through my windows, through my bedroom area. And then they tried to kill me on the Jackie Robinson. They missed me and shot my friend through the neck.
Oh, that's too bad. They should have aimed better, I don't wish they can't change their life. You must not know Father Espanol, Espada. If you want to deal with Staxx, you gotta pay me and run the show. Yeah. If anyone wants to be a guest on Chatting with Staxx, just hit me up and I'll make it happen for you. And if you want to sponsor the show, hit me up and I'll make that happen for you too. These guys are insane. Look at this guy with the glasses. It's fucking Ray Charles. The blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Vlad TV. Go subscribe to Vlad TV.
You end up doing 5.
Oh, Espinada was in Lewis was in witness protection. Changed his name. You mean Luisi, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, that was his name. I forgot about that. I'm a guest on the show now, Staxx. Hey, if you want to be a guest, just hit me up.
5.5 years.
Right.
He did 5.5 years. And then what? He decided to cooperate and join team government. Because that's what these guys are. They're team government. They all hang out together. All of them. They all hang out together, have little kumbayas and all this shit. Kind of weird.
Now that you're out, do you still consider yourself a gangster?
I did this to the door. I pushed the door in.
In this Airbnb, right?
Yes, I pushed the door.
And
I'm
whose
gonna
card
get it
is on
fixed.
file here?
Yours. But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix the door for you.
So if I get charged for this,
You're not being charged.
I'm suing you, I'm taking you to court.
I'm fixing it.
No. I don't. I mean, by heart, I'm still a tough guy. I know that, I'm not scared of nobody, but I'm not in the crime world no more. I'm done.
Do you regret the things that you did in your previous life?
Yes. Pathetic. Yeah.
What about the stuff you did last week, Gene? Do you regret that stuff? Or is that pathetic too? I'm confused. Did you change your life before this video or after the video? I'm confused. These guys confuse me.
Right.
Do you wish you never went down that path?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No. No wife, no children, nothing. You lose everything when you go to jail,
Yeah, one of the things that I learned, because I've interviewed a lot of gangsters over the years, a lot of kingpins and so forth, from the freeway Ricky Rosses, from LA to the Little D, who was the crack kingpin of Oakland, to Convertible Burt in Miami. And the one thing that I've always heard time and time again is that no matter how on top you are when you get locked up, no matter how many millions you have, whoever you're stashing this money with, you're putting properties in other people's names and so forth, these people that you've held down, that you've made lots of money for, when you get out, it's all gone.
Gone.
But listen, when you're hanging around these guys and you're in that life, right? these guys weren't ever getting made, so I don't even think this even pertains to them, because they were never going to be admitted into the club. They were just using them to do their bidding, you know? Like, we can't deny John A. Light seems like a tough guy. He was a tough guy at one point in his life. I've been to Queens. I've asked people about him, and they did say he was a tough guy back in the day, and he did have a reputation. Now, Gino, his reputation is kind of like just a loose cannon, like, and nobody liked him. Nobody. Everybody I talked to, nobody had anything good to say about Gene. Nothing good. And like when I first came on the podcast scene, right? I didn't know about any of these people. I didn't know anything about any of this. I just knew about what you hear on the newspaper, in the news, on, you know, different things like that. And you get to learn who people are over time. And that's what happened with me. I had no clue what these people were about. They put on the persona like they're helping people and it's for the kids. But clearly, come on. Let's get back to the program.
The minute you go in, once they hear real time, that's it, it's all gone. They start robbing you.
And then you start talking, right? Like Mikey Scars. Let's take Mikey Scars, for instance, right? Mikey Scars took the blood oath, right? He got his finger cut and all this shit. When he took that blood oath, he vowed to stay true and loyal to that thing. The thing of theirs, right? It doesn't say, when you're taking the oath, it doesn't say, if you rob my money, I get to tell on you. Like, where does it say that? I just feel like once you take that commitment, because you're taking a vow to do all this stuff over your own family, your own parents, your own kids. They tell you this when you're doing it, and you accept. So all of a sudden they're robbing you. Now I'm gonna tell. It's just weird. Just really weird. I was involved with a gang back in the day, right? They beat the dog shit out of me. Bad, really bad. I didn't tell on them. For what? Like, that's not what you do. You don't go tell on them. Fucking weird. Anyway, let's get back to the program.
That's it. They did it to my Uncle Andy, and he was the boss. As soon as he went in, they were talking about, at his funeral, they were talking about what they were going to take from him. Didn't even care he was dead.
Well, what's he gonna do? Come out of the fucking casket and be like, you're not taking my money? He's dead. What's it matter? They didn't kill him. They didn't kill Fat Andy. He died from natural causes. And they're talking about what they're gonna do with his stuff. So what? He's still dead. He didn't care.
That's how it goes. Tines are cutthroats.
Yeah, and you know we interview a lot of these criminal figures, and it's not to glorify this life. It's
No, here we go. Here comes the bullshit.
really to say, look, you're gonna have a run. It may last a few years,
If
but
that.
it comes with a lot of prison time, and when you get out, you're gonna have nothing.
Right, I've been out of jail my whole life.
And still are. Still got a case pending as we speak. At least you're honest, unlike a lot of these guys. Hey, man, I'm not speaking for anyone else. I'm only speaking for myself, you know? There's a lot of people out here, they all want to be gangsters on how tough they are. Who gives a shit? Like, who cares? I don't care if you think I'm tough or not. I don't care. It means nothing. It means nothing in my life. So why would I care?
That's it. Crime, jail, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. What are your plans now? You're 35 years old. Do you have a high school diploma?
No.
No high school diploma, huh, Gene? Do you have a credit card to put on an Airbnb, Gene?
You didn't go to college, obviously. You have a felony on your record.
Tons.
Yeah.
Yeah, genes mix. Tonto blood. He doesn't buy them stories, man. Two non-Italians saying they're Italian. Crazy.
Even renting an apartment is a challenge.
Right, everything. But gotta be a regular guy, you know?
Is that right, Gene? When you gonna start that journey?
How do you, and you have a long life ahead of you, how do you plan on living out the rest of your life?
6 months in prison here and there, get out for about a couple weeks and then go right back. 6 months here and there. Hey, 3 hots and a cat. What's better than that, right? He don't mind jail. He ain't worried to go back. He don't care.
I can't answer that right now, but I'm taking it day by day. I'm gonna try and just become a regular person,
Honestly, I wish he would do that. I don't have any ill will or ill intent towards these guys. I hope they get their life together. I hope they do the right thing and try to help kids and try to keep people away from this bullshit that they got involved in, that they're still involved in. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to lead by example. And he's not, clearly.
Find a 5 job and live a regular life.
You're gonna go shovel roofs down in Florida?
Yeah. It's rough, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, John, I understand why you brought Gene on. I think it's actually a very strong ending to your story, and it kind of shows how things go full circle and how something.
What do you mean, Vlad? It's not over. They're just getting started, Vlad. Don't worry. I'm sure there'll be some more stuff to come. Look, we got someone. He's dancing a jig.
Just never change.
Well, hopefully you take a guy like Gene and guys just like Gene that reach out to me, not just in this country, in other countries, and we set in motion some programs.
Did Gene skip that day? What the fuck? Hey, did Gene skip the program that day?
To help them to get back to a normal life. And if they have that help, then hopefully they don't go back to.
Look at Gene looking around at the walls and shit. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I think he drank a Red Bull before he came into this interview.
That old style of living. Because something that's comfortable for people, that's what they usually do. But if we could set something else up and make them comfortable in their new life.
Listen, no. That's where you're wrong, Mr. A-Light. Listen, if you really want to change your life and you want to do the right thing and all this stuff, you're going to be uncomfortable. That's how it goes. Uncomfortability. You better get comfortable with uncomfortability, because it's uncomfortable going through getting sober and doing the right thing when someone's talking shit and you don't just hit them, or you're trying to keep your composure. It's uncomfortable. It's not easy, but it's doable. But you need to lead by example. And I just don't see it here,
Hopefully we start some programs like with Second Chance and see where we could go in helping some young guys have a life.
It's all treachery, man. They don't care about nobody. Closest people till you turn on you. First chance they get. Everybody's plotting on each other. I remember sitting in a car with somebody. They get out the car, we're plotting on robbing them. And that's just the way it is, We rob guys in our own crew. We just, there's no loyalty. I seen it firsthand from best friends, everything, so you learn.
Yeah, I mean, you're just better off just doing a legitimate career.
Right.
You really are. You're better off paying your taxes, going to school.
Yeah. The truth says, I read on Reddit that the women's community is cringed out by these weird mob tubers trying to protect the women. They ain't protecting nobody.
Starting a company, and in 2020 there's more opportunity especially in America, to be rich than any other time in history.
So this is when Gene first came out, like onto the scene and shit.
Right.
Well, I think he understands too. He's staying with guys in his crew, his bosses or friends or associates. No one's using guns. No one's violent. He's the only guy.
I was the only one running around.
So-
They were just pointing.
So you got to understand that some
Real smart. Yeah, they were just pointing. Listen, that means you were go do this, go do that. You weren't anything more than that. You were never going to be more than that. So you think that they're going to have some type of empathy for you or something when you're in prison for doing the shit they pointed and said do it? Because they used to do that with me when I was in the gang. They used to, let's go do that, and I'd go do it. I wouldn't give a shit. And that shows you that they don't care about you. They don't have your best interests at heart. They never did. They make it seem like you're a part of this group, right? They make it seem like you're a valued asset to them. And you probably are at one point. But it comes to a point where they could take it or leave it. Emerald, what's going on? How are you? Raven, what's going on? Thanks for joining me this afternoon. Gianni, what's going on? Thanks for joining me, Gianni. I'm going to give out some wrenches later. So if you're lucky, you'll get a wrench. If not, I don't know what to tell you.
hey, this isn't something I need to do with my life. These guys won't do it, but they're asking me to do it. So you got to turn around at this point stage of your life and saying, not just him, guys that are in prison that reach out to me now. How do we change? Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to try to help them change.
Don't follow them.
Well, I appreciate the both of you coming in. I think it's a very powerful story, and I think it's going to get a lot of people looking and saying, maybe I'm going to go a different direction. Maybe I'm going to go back to school. Maybe the street thing really isn't for me. And a lot of times we have black gangsters on the show, and people think that we're just showing that side. And this is why I try to kind of even things out. It really doesn't matter what color, race, ethnicity, gender, or whatever you are. Ultimately, if you choose a certain type of life, it's going to end the same.
Vlad, I was just in Brownsville. I have a lot of black friends. People that know me know I grew up with a lot of people.
You got a lot of black friends, Vlad. Who says that? Who says that, man?
That were black, Spanish, but more so black. So do my kids. And to me, this is not a color thing. This is if you're from the streets, you grew up in the streets, and if you grew up in poverty,
Look at Gene just nodding. What the fuck is he doing, bobblehead Gene?
we're bound to tie into the streets a little more than the average guy. And when I talk to some of my friends that from Jamaica,
Uncle
from
Pete,
New
what's up,
York, or
man?
from Brownsville, I just did a thing in Brownsville. We talk about this all the time. We just got to band together, forget about color and anything, and just try to save some kids' lives and give them opportunities to do what you're doing or what somebody else is doing, and stay in a legitimate world. And really, that's the objective.
Well, millions of people are going to watch this, and I think that we are absolutely
what's up?
Touch people, and I think we are going to change people's lives. And I appreciate you guys both coming in and
I
sharing.
really
your story.
appreciate the opportunity.
That quick buck will get you 30 years.
Nah,
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Until next time.
Thank you.
nah, you're so cool. You're so cool, Gino. You just can't seem to get it together. So you guys saw how A Liar was acting in that video, right? You saw his calm demeanor. He wasn't acting like he's this big gangster, wasn't trying to prove a point. But his attitude kind of changes on this next one. His attitude really changes on this one. I don't know what got into him on this one. Hold on, let me find it. But hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because it's about to get real. So you saw how he's calm, quiet, like, trying to hold it together. And let's check this out.
Very special.
Then the judge blocked that I was still a gangster because he wasn't putting me in jail if I'm not acting like an organized crime guy. You understand?
Right.
And
So they had to
what
present that to Judge Block.
And what did Judge Block, when you say he's your guardian angel, why?
This dude said a judge is his guardian angel. Why do you say Judge Block is your guardian angel? Because he's going to come down here to Florida and save me in the trouble that I'm in now. He's going to save me. Crazy.
He wasn't buying it. He was not buying none of it. He just wasn't.
Like, what would he say?
Roy
They
Boy,
asked
what's
for
up?
years every time, Felix. They asked for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. He's going 60 days, 90 days. I'm not doing it. Termination. He was just not, he wouldn't hurt me.
It was because they wanted to get rid of your ass. They didn't want to see you no more, Gene. So they signed the papers. They had you finish up your sentence, and they had your ass go down to Florida so you could get in trouble down there. That was their exact plan, and that's exactly what happened. So don't try to play games. He didn't want to hurt me. No, he wanted to get you out of his fucking hair and be done with your ass. And that's what he did. How many phone calls have you got from Judge Block since he let you go?
Why do you think? But why do you think that is?
He just knew that I wasn't being my old self.
Oh, wait, what? He knew you weren't being your old self. Then what's this? This is pretty recent mugshot, huh, Gene? Let's listen to the bullshit.
You know, me and him have the same birthday. We both write books. We got a lot in common, except he's a federal judge.
Yo, you guys should go skipping down the road together.
You know?
I don't know how much you have in common with.
I laugh about it. I never met somebody with my birthday. It's my sentencing judge, June 6th. That's 1934. I'm 84. I mean, he's got 50 years on me, but
I guarantee you he didn't say me and him had a lot in common.
nah, he's a cool guy though, man. If you got anyone's listening to this, if you're in the feds and you got Judge Block, no matter you're a cooperator or not, he's the best judge you could possibly get in that East District, man.
So are you? Because I remember there was like an article that came out when you got locked up too that you had also violated. You know that part of doing the podcast was like a violation, or the things you were talking about, or being associated with another former felon like John. Was that what? How did that play into your sentencing?
Well, they just added in that I was sitting with an ex-con or a felon and a known former organized crime figure.
Oh, Georgie boy, you didn't hear? Come on. You had to hear the news. Oh, yeah, he went down to Florida and he lasted about 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks after he just got out of federal prison. Bump. Here's his latest mugshot. Down in Florida, he got assault and some other shit. Yeah, he said his girl stabbed him in the leg and he was trying to protect her, so she pressed charges on him. I guess that's how that worked. I guess. That's his story. I don't know what the truth is, but let's get back to it. He explains it here, kind of, sort of, not really.
That just, that was just more stuff to add to it. It wasn't a big deal. They would just look at that. They didn't even care at first. We had so many people on our ex-cons and felons. They only cared when the show started going into the courtrooms, when John Rubio was on our show, and that's what kind of like hit us with John Rubio.
Oh, yeah.
See, he doesn't take responsibility for anything. Nothing. He takes zero responsibility. Paul, what's going on? How are you? Evan, Jojo Wildman, what's up? How are you? Gianni. Georgie boy. Is that Georgie Grasso? Georgie Grasso. Crazy, man. I killed Georgie Grasso 150 times. I just kept killing him.
Yeah, that's right. John Rubio was on. I forgot about it.
And when
you went back.
Oh yeah, John, I forgot about him.
They went in front of the senior fucking judge, and he's like, "Oh, really? You're on the internet? Get your ass to this courtroom." And that's it. It goes all the newspaper, and they started calling me like Listen, you were in the fucking new daily news now once a week, so I just let it go.
Because you're a fucking idiot. you're in the news reports because you're an idiot. No, he has no assaults towards men at all. There's no assaults towards men. He never had assaults towards men. Not even one. Not even one. Pretty odd, huh? Big mafia enforcer. Crazy. Let's not forget, Gene fights blood members and has no beef.
It was in the New York Post, I think.
Yeah,
Remember?
we were in a lot of papers. We were
Well,
constantly
we were in the paper
papers.
constantly. The Johnny G show was constantly in there with something going on.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Sure you did, Elton A-Light. Button your goddamn shirt, A-Light.
And then we had Snow Billy on with 6ix9ine on that shooting when Snow Billy got shot in the head. And you remember I grew up with him. I knew a lot of his family. I know a lot. And then I was in Bravo Studios when 6ix9ine came in. He came in with about 9 guys.
You were trying to get him on.
Yeah.
You were trying to get him on the fucking show.
Yeah. He just recently got locked up too.
Yeah, in the DR for like hitting something, or I don't know. I think he hit a producer or something like that. So wait, did you get into any fights in jail? Like, was it?
Oh, Dummy Dom the donkey. He's losing touch on reality. He's really losing it over there. It's all good. Truth hurts, don't it, Dom? You notice he avoids coming and talking to me. Why is that? Just ask yourself that question. I'm nobody, right? I'm a nobody, right? So why is he avoid me so much? Why? There's gotta be a reason.
More like smooth sailing, kept to your own, or was it problems?
The last violation, I got into a fight. I did a total of 80 days in the hole. I beat up some guy for Sam Bateman, the Bitcoin billionaire guy, the one that stole all that money.
Oh,
yeah, sure you did. Don't worry. The report's on its way.
Sam Bankman-Fried?
Yeah.
Why? Wait, you were in there with Sam Bankman?
Yeah. He was in the high profile unit with me, and some dude trying to pick on him and extort him, and I end up beating the kid up and going to the hole.
Wait. So you and Sam Bankman-Fried were in the same place?
Yeah.
Do you know where he's hiding any of the money?
Yeah, Evan. Is there proof he stuck a 7-inch knife up his ass, pulled it out of his ass, and killed 2 guards? Where's that proof? And the answer to your question is was a gangster.
I mean, from what he told me, he was making legitimately $1 million a day. So I don't know. He's saying he ain't giving them nothing.
So how long were you in there with him for?
A little while, a short period of time, because it happened so fast. Blood kid trying to press them. So I
Hey, it's all good. You can have an opinion over here. It's all good.
I got that kid out of there fast. I took him with me. We went to the hole.
Wait, so tell me a lot of your conversations with Sam Bankman-Fried, because I'm very curious.
Oh, well, I would just say, I asked him what kind of car he was driving.
I just said that a little while ago. I went to his neighborhood and people did say he was a tough guy. So I'm not on here trying to say something that's not true. They said he was a tough guy out in the neighborhood. I'm being honest too. Dominic was not a tough guy. Everyone I asked about him, they all said he's a bitch.
And he said a Toyota Camry. I said, what kind of watch did you have? He said, an Apple Watch. What the fuck did you steal the money for? What, are you gonna look at it?
Thanks,
Did he admit to you that he stole the money?
No, he said.
What would he say?
He said that they're lying on him. Informants are stating that he did it. He said he was making a legit $1 million a day, and they were just, lying on him.
Did he say that he did anything wrong? Was he as weird as he sounds out of jail?
Yeah, super and extremely nervous person. I felt bad for him. He did not fit in there. He was really nervous,
He didn't fit in there like you did, huh, Gene? Because you were running the rap pod, huh? You were the boss of the rap pod. When you walked around, did you have ducks following you? Everywhere you went, they followed you, right? You did your laundry, they followed you. Hey, it's time to eat, guys. Come on. They're all following you. all these corny ass dudes. This dude, he needs to try to impress people so bad to his own detriment. Like he'll lose his freedom just to impress people. It's crazy.
Trust me, don't feel bad for him. He's probably got about 1 billion hidden somewhere.
No, John,
How
they're
much,
gonna
how
give
much
him a lot
time
of
does he got?
Yeah,
they're gonna give him 30, 40 years, Johnny.
Well, they gave what's his name? What was his name?
They gave him five. The guy you're talking about, they gave 500 years to. I'm saying, but Bernie Madoff. They're not gonna give him that much.
Listen, I got some information about A-Light, and I'm gonna be dropping it soon. Maybe it'll add credence to some of the things he says. Maybe it won't. But I'm just gonna drop it, and you guys make your own decision. I'm not the decision maker here. You guys are. You guys are the ones to make your decision. I'm just bringing you the information, and you guys make your mind up.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Me and him.
Bernie Madoff was getting shaken down. He got beat up, and person took him in and took care of him. So when Carmine was alive, he took him in and took care of him. What people don't know.
I can tell you, they gave him the worst. They gave him the worst judge. They gave him the worst judge, Kaplan out of the Southern District. He's the most meanest judge in the business. They got like 8 prosecutors on him, and they're gonna put his life out. I told him, you go trial, you're done.
Wait, so say more about how he was nervous and like was he just petrified?
Yeah, nah, he's just paranoid. His first time in prison ever. He don't know what to do. He was lost. You don't know anything about nothing. You know, that's anybody.
Yeah, but especially him. What are you gonna do? He's a really weak kid. You could do anything to him. He can't fight.
Yeah. Harmless dude, though. You know, I wasn't having nobody pick on the dude. Dude can't defend himself. I wasn't with that. I fucking ragdolled. Like, I threw hot coffee on the kid. I always got a new charge. They didn't. I had a federal referral.
But why did you feel
Rick,
like you
what's
needed
going
to
on?
defend Sam Bankman-Fried?
Thanks for joining us this afternoon, Rick. Joey Blunts. We got Joey Blunts in the building. Johnny, what's up, man? Everyone hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hey, I'll show you what to do. Bam.
I don't like that shit. I just don't like these little fake tough guys trying to pick on people. So I just wasn't having it.
Oh, like you?
Did you ever see him after that?
Don't worry, they handle those type of people in Florida prison system, you know, Florida state prison system. Let's see how well Gino does down there.
No, I went home from the box. I went there and I went straight home.
So, but does he know that you were the one that defended him?
Yeah, he was there. He was right there. When I hit the kid, he ran.
Wow. I mean, I hope that he gives you when he comes out of this.
This dude, when I hit the kid, he ran. He left prison from the hole. And he ended up going right back. Crazy, man. Right back. Ding, 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 ding. Took him 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. Maybe not even. Pretty damn close to 2 weeks. Right back. Now he's on a GPS monitor and he's going to court for domestic. Hey. MobTube cannot help a kid. Kids shouldn't even be watching this type of shit, I don't think. Claiming MobTube is helping kids is just disingenuous. You got that right.
In 20 years, I hope he gives you a few bucks.
He ain't coming out in 20 years. Hey, let me ask you 20 bucks. Let me ask you something, because you know I knew Phineas Harris since I'm a kid.
Yeah, let me give him some credibility. Look, here's Scammy the Bull, John A-Light, Gene Barillo's action figure. If you guys want one, hit me up in the description. I'll get you one, all right? Here are their new action figure. They just came out. Pretty good, right? You can get them for Christmas. Give them to your cat, whatever. Hit me up if you want to get one of Sammy the Bull's action figure. Squeak, squeak. Merry Christmas. Squeak, squeak. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Drive, we would all be on cigarette boats. He had a cigarette boat. He had a nice convertible Mercedes. I heard he's broke at the end of this, that he had no money,
Thanks,
no money
Evan.
anymore. Is that true?
Who?
Vinny and Sarah.
Yes, here's the thing.
I don't know who that is, the truth. I don't know any of them people. Sorry.
And
What
any
happened to all
dollar
his
that he
money?
had, listen, any dollar that he had, he gambled it. You know, like I said, I took care of
Yeah,
my
I know he's a gambler. Yeah.
He told me, he goes, Gene, I'd rather be hooked on heroin than gambling. It's worse than that. He goes, you know,
Every figure comes with a mini bat and a slice of cheese.
he would be in the
and a pair of handcuffs for the next case you're about to catch. The truth, you have your opinion, but don't have to be rude and say bullshit. Hey, you can speak your mind over here. I don't mind. People can say whatever they want. If you guys like these people, I don't hate you for it. You know, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. This isn't a draw a line in the side in the was alive legit. What the hell does that mean? Was A-Light legit? Yes, he was in the streets, but he was not Italian. He was never gonna get made. He was not involved like the way he said he was. I'm gonna break it all down in a future episode, and I'm gonna be honest. And I don't care. Like, you guys make your own decision. I don't have any dogs in this fight. I'm not a gangster. I have no reason to hate or like these guys.
track every day. You know, I give him $1,000. Next day, he got no money. He go blow it. You know what I mean? That's the way he was. You know, he's a bad gambler.
My father knew him from the track too, because my father, they were all in the track, all of them.
Right after he left Lucky Luciano, right? Listen, some of the stories is just insane. So, Evan, let me ask you this. Do you believe that John A-Light was privy to Paul Castellano getting killed? Do you really think they called John A-Light and said, "It's done, John"? Serious question. That's a serious question. Do you think they called A-Light and said, "It's done"? Well, that's what he says. So if you take his word, then you're going to believe that bullshit. That's what he says. He said they called him and told him it was done.
Don't
He was
be
in the
next to
track
him
all
when
the
he's
time. Yeah.
Don't be next to him.
He used to go crazy. He used to fight, yell, scream at the jockeys. But I
my
listen.
Aunt Francie used to work in his restaurant. Remember his restaurant he had?
Yeah.
And when he would lose, he'd come in and destroy the whole plate.
That's what I'm saying. The fence.
Even has an annoying ass laugh. I hate when he goes. The fuck? Sakali was way more gangster than A-Light, and that's not saying much at all. Sakali has some legitimate bodies behind him, but he's a fucking dopey motherfucker, an idiot. These people, they want you to be afraid of them, you know? They want you to be afraid of them. They want you to be scared. They want you to fear them. And if you don't fear them, they want to convince you that they're tough guys. And they want to like bring you in their rat circle. No thanks. I'm all set. You ain't convincing me because I can see right through your bullshit. But if you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you want to donate to the show, we got a new Cash App. It's Chattin with Staxx. You can donate to the show. I don't care if it's $1. It helps. Any amount of money helps. I'm going to buy some toys for the kids at the shelter this year. We're going to get involved. So if you guys want to donate towards the cause, just hit up the Cash App, Chattin with Staxx. Or you can hit up PayPal, Venmo, all that other stuff. Super stickers, super chats. We're gonna give we're gonna give back to the community. So, and we volunteered on Thanksgiving, we gave some meals out, and we're going to do the same thing around Christmas time. So help me, help them, help us, help them, however it goes. But if you guys like this, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. If you don't like this show, start your own podcast. And remember, don't be a bitch.